All right, we'll call the meeting to order. We do not currently have a quorum, so we will recess until the call of the chair.
I did talk to Mary. She said she's 5 minutes out.
Like you're sticking on your end.
So what happened to the change that you had suggested? The bylaws? And but not, yeah, compensation?
Next Thursday with the 3 Bs.
Okay,
You know what the 3 Bs are? Look at your sticker.
at which level?
Would you, I have a costume for you to.
Oh,
Would you wear it? Okay. Hey.
Mm.
You'd be one of the 3 Bs.
yeah, I agree with you on that. You're right, right.
Which one do you want to be food? Hard choice. You really? Thank you. It was gonna be a hard sell but thank you. The hat, you wear brown clothes. Yeah, you just wear like brown, like a brown shirt or brown pants or something. I don't want to hear you guys twisting my house anyway. You got too much going on. Can you volunteer? Are you volunteering for Halloween? I know you are. You know, we really need volunteers for Halloween. Next Thursday. Is actually Halloween. At the 12th precinct. Okay. It could be Pete. Paper? Had them on the book. I can find somebody else to do that. But we do it. Don said he would be there. He's also.
You saw me looking at the side of my eyes.
Keeping your suit warm. Yes, yes. Didn't want you to have a cold spot.
Hey, how you doing? I thought you were doing, Mary. Yes.
Mary, don't let them take you to. You just gotta make this good no matter what, huh?
Doing fine. Need you to follow me after the meeting.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, no, for real downstairs, for real. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have a quorum. We're 4, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay. And they only 4 is the different numbers. Oh, no, that's fine. That's why I want to talk to you after we leave here, because I want you to.
All right, we shall come out of recess. And let's.
Are you going to do that?
Chairperson Einhauser,
All right, fair.
Chairperson Blackman, Commissioner Kenlock,
Present.
and Commissioner Davis, Commissioner Coleman, and Commissioner Garcia will all be absent. Mr. Chair, we have a quorum.
Very much. We have a quorum. And the next item is the approval of the minutes of July the 30th, 2024. I don't know how many people remember exactly what happened. All right. It's been moved and seconded. Any corrections or additions to the minutes as presented? Hearing none, all those in favor, say aye. It's adopted unanimously. No, we did not. And let's back up. the approval of the agenda,
Approval, Mr. Chair.
seconded. Any corrections, changes to the agenda? All those in favor, say aye. Those opposed? And that is unanimously adopted. Are there any, public comment? Is there anyone who wishes to address the board?
Mr. Chair, there's no one in the audience and there are no hands raised. Do you still want me to read the instructions or bypass?
You needn't do that.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair.
Then we'll close public comment. Are there any items from the commissioners? Hearing none, there is no unfinished business. Let's move to new business. And the first item there is 2024-215. What is your pleasure?
Chair,
Yes. Commissioner Kinlock.
on recommendation of Ms. Welch, Procurement Manager, the Board of Water Commissioners for the City of Detroit, Water and Sewage Department, I move that we authorize the Director to approve DWSD contracts 6006785 with Major Contracting Group and 6006786 with LGC Global Inc. and 6006788 with Five Star Energy Services for full lead service line replacements at various locations throughout Detroit, Project WS 749, for a combined total contract amount not to exceed $30 million and a term of 2 years. This also authorizes the Director to take such other action as may be necessary to accomplish the intent of this vote. I move.
Commissioner Forte. You have the floor.
On the mic itself, all the way down to the podium.
There we go. There we go. Good afternoon, Commissioners. DWSD has recently allocated $30 million in bond funding to continue our support in leading the industry in the lead service line replacement program. This is, there's an average of about 80,000 lead service lines throughout the city of Detroit, which DWSD has the responsibility of replacing to comply with the state of Michigan's lead and copper rule. DWSD has awarded since the beginning of 2023, approximately $75 million in grant funding for lead service line replacement to reduce the lead and copper levels in our drinking water. DWSD has a goal to replace approximately 8,000 to 10,000 lead service lines annually. And as of today, we have completed approximately 81. So we will meet and exceed that goal for this fiscal year. In addition to that, procurement did publish a request for proposals, which was out for 14 days. It yielded 8 suppliers who downloaded the bid package, which 6 suppliers submitted proposals for evaluation. Those evaluations were ranked in the order of highest to lowest based on the ability to perform the work plan and organization, as well as staff experience. The contracts that are before you today for the 3, 2 of the 3 are Detroit certified businesses in which equalization credits were awarded for 1% of Detroit headquartered business. Of the 3 contracts, each will be awarded $10 million equally to continue our efforts of replacing lead service lines. And so at this time, procurement is presenting to the full board for your approval.
All right, thank you very much. Questions or comments from commissioners?
Happening.
Absolutely essential. Very glad to see it happening and worth a special meeting.
Yep.
Any other questions? All right, then on the motion, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And it is unanimously adopted. Thank you very much. Director's comments?
And just a few comments about the contracts. I don't know, yesterday or the day before, they seem to run together. The president of the Rockefeller Foundation flew into Detroit. And he wanted to see the lead service line program for himself. So we brought him into the office and had lunch and had an hour opportunity to walk him through the things that he's been hearing about this program all over the country.
Rajiv Shah.
Yeah, Rashid Shaw. He's grew up in Bloomfield, went to Bloomfield High, went to University of Michigan. His son now goes to the University of Michigan. He lives in Washington. But he was in Grand Rapids and drove down to Detroit to see our program. And this was the first time that we've talked to a foundation where we weren't really asking for money for us, for DWSD and for the lead service line program. We were asking them to fund an AI company called Blue Conduit that was spawned out of the University of Michigan and has been working with us for the last year and a half, 2 years, as a pilot to build software that could be modeled around the country. And in fact, I talked to the mayor yesterday and he said he was in San Francisco at a TED conference, along with Dan Gilbert, and that this subject had come up, and utilities all over the country are trying to figure out how DWSD got software that's predictive, lead service line predictive software, and very much more. So the program is getting national attention. You know, Sam has built what he calls a Ferrari, and we need to feed it. I mean, we have the capacity, Detroit-based companies, small contractors, working with larger contractors, building our capacity. And we have the capacity right now, quite honestly, to spend another $100 million this season, if we can find it. So the reason we needed this particular meeting is I could have made the decision to just amend the existing contracts by a certain amount of money until we rebidded it, the bond money. But we decided, let's just do it the longer way, but we'll accomplish several things. First of all, we'll see if we can get a better price by rebidding it, and we'll give opportunity to some of the other smaller subcontractors that may not be on the original contracts. And in fact, one of the larger contractors has as many as 6 small minority Detroit-based businesses on their contract. So, and then secondly, you know, when you do a change order and you kind of pick and choose winners and losers, you can always be accused of favoritism. So we took the long route by doing a rebid. And then the city council went out on a recess, a retreat. And so they weren't available to approve the contracts. And therefore we needed to wait for them to come back. And then that's why we needed the special meeting to get you in. And next week we'll be in front of city council. And the week after, these contractors will be given a letter of intent and we will go to work. So a long story to say, we could have took a shortcut, but we took the long route so that we could make sure that we'd never be accused of a change order that was picking winners and losers, that we were doing a fair bid. And we were also trying, as we always do, to build more capacity, because as this board knows, this is going to be a 10-year project. And if we're able to secure the funding to go fast, we need the capacity. And we want that money to stay in this community, to turn over in this community. So I think it was the right thing to do. And we appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come in for a special meeting. But that's the reason why we did it. So thank you.
Do we know how much per household that works out to be?
Approximately. Now, if you want to compare that to Chicago, it's 25,000 per line. 25,000. And we've got it down 1,000 per line. So
Commissioner Forte.
Wanted to say I appreciate the director's comments, especially with respect to building capacity, because this is a long-term project. It not only builds capacity, but it builds opportunity. And so it is really, really important at this stage of the city's development and hopefully positive trajectory going forward. Really important.
Mr. Chair, and Chicago's only been able to do 3,000 lines this year. We look like we're going to do 10,000. And Chicago's got 400,000 lines to do. So you can imagine how long that would take if they can't figure out a way. And I think what we're modeling is going to show people a different way to do it that allows them to go fast. So
Excellent.
Win-win-win all the way around.
we'll bring Blue Conduit in the next, before the year ends, just to give a presentation of the software that we're using.
Any other comments? Comments from commissioners? Yeah, me too. Comments by the chair? I have none. Are there any other matters to come before this meeting of the Board of Commissioners? Hearing none, a motion to adjourn is in order
Moved.
and moved and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye. And those opposed, we stand adjourned. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
I forgot to thank my procurement team for all the hard work they did to put this together.
Yes, nice job.